So there you go, that's my simple, easy, no-bake apricot fudge cake. Hi, it's Bridgette from Box Drop Online. Welcome back to my basic baking recipes. Thanks for joining us, and really thank you for sending the photos and the feedback. So keep them coming. I love to post the photos of your baking or pie recipes onto Instagram and Facebook. Today's recipe is actually my sister's recipe. So this is an apricot fudge cake. Another really simple, easy to make fudge cake that doesn't actually involve baking. For today's recipe, what we need is half a cup of brown sugar. We're going to use half a gallon of sweetened condensed milk, a packet of plain biscuits, so that's 200 gram biscuits. We use wine biscuits at home in New Zealand, or in here in Asia I find Marie biscuits. We're going to use 125 grams of butter, and I've just got a packet of dried apricots I've chopped up, so 200 grams of those, some vanilla, and some desiccated coconut, just again to sprinkle on top at the end. You can find this recipe on Box Drop Online as well. So let's get started. The first step is we're going to crush up our biscuits. So I've just grabbed the packet of biscuits and put that in my kitchen whisk, and all I've done is pulse that. It doesn't take long at all, so until it kind of looks like a sand mixture, it's quite crumbly. So as you pulse it, remember to keep mixing it up, because there are biscuits that get trapped in the middle and don't break up. If you don't have a kitchen whiz, what I suggest you do is get a plastic bag, a sealable one, chuck your biscuits in there, seal it, and then use a rolling pin to break them up. Bash them, roll them, and that will break up the biscuits as well. And then you just put that into your bowl with no mask, it's all contained. The second step is we are going to melt the butter. So again, 125 grams of the butter. We're going to put half a can of the sweetened condensed milk in a bowl, and then we're going to get the brown sugar. Okay. Now what we're going to do, that across there, is just melt that together in the microwave. So we're just going to do that for every 20 seconds. Just have a look, make sure it melts. We don't want it to boil though. Before you put in the microwave, use a splatter guard or a trusty paper towel if you don't have one of those. So you come out, just stir that together. See, I've still got some lumps of butter in there, so I'm going to put it back for another 20 seconds. You can do this on the stove top, so just put it in a pot and just slowly warm it up again and melt the butter in, making sure not to boil it again. So the butter should now be fully melted, so I do have a microwave that is pretty hot, so there was just 2 lots of 20-second stints. All it has done there is mix together, just make sure, kind of spread it around the side to make sure that brown sugar is broken up. So it's just all melted together nicely, and it's got a nice caramel look to it. Okay, so now all you do is mix that together. So get your biscuit crumbs, pour those into your bowl. You can see there's still quite a so you can see there that it's just crumbed biscuit mix, and then you sprinkle your apricots in, put a little dash of vanilla into the butter and sugar and condensed milk. And all you're going to do is pour that mixture, just around a little bit, and of your dry ingredients. Then you're just going to mix that together. So just combined it all. So it doesn't quite form a ball, but it does all stick together. That in the bowl. And that's it. That's the baking done. And all we need to do now is set it in the fridge. So put it in your slice tin. So, grab your slice tin. So I'm just going to use basic slice tin. Now I am going to both butter it and then line it with baking paper. So one of my tips is just keep the butter paper that you used before of the butter, and you can use that, and just use that to grease your tray. Just wipe that around, and then throw the butter paper out. Or you can just use a cooking spray. You can spray it that way. Or you can melt a little bit of butter again and just use a pastry brush to get it all buttered around. So two buttery fingers. Okay, now all we need to do is line it with the baking paper. Again, just get baking paper, take it as big as your tray. Now what you're going to do is just get your scissors, just snip in the ends. So I'm just cutting it so we'll fold down into the corners and make it even easier to remove. And you're just going to press the paper in. And you're going to notice, because we've buttered it, it's going to stick to the sides like that, which makes it just a lot easier to get it out and also to put it in. Now what we're going to do is just put our mixture in. So this one's a bit of a wet mixture. So you just spread it all around in there. So just put some lumps in between, the middle and the back. And then and spread it around. So you can wet your hands and use your hands, or you can just use the back of a spoon. It helps, just wet that a bit. And you just want to evenly press it out into your slice tin. So make sure it gets in all the corners. And it's evenly done. It can creep up the sides, so just use the back of the spoon just to make sure it pushes down. Pushes some wet mixture can become nice and smooth. And that's it. That is my no-bake apricot fudge cake. And so just to decorate it, I'm just going to use some desiccated coconut. And again, just sprinkle that all over it. And smooth it up and down so it all gets a bit, and I'm just naturally just shuffling it around a little bits that are stuck. And there we have it. Just needs to go into the fridge, and that's going to set after an hour or so. And perfect to put in your school kids' lunches, or to take to the office for a treat on Monday morning. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Bridget from Box Drop Online with my basic baking recipes. See you next time. Hi. So here we have is our finished apricot fudge cake. So I've just pulled that out of the fridge after about an hour or 2 hours. We just leave it in the fridge. So now for the simple task. So I just pull at the edges of the baking paper. Pull it out. just should come away that easy. Now just get your knife. I'm just going to put it under some hot water, and then you can just slice up your apricot slice. Just going to show you what it looks like. Just cut it into some squares. On your plate, or put it into your Tupperware if you're not going to serve it straight away, and just keep it in the fridge until it's all finished, which won't take long. So there you go, that's my simple, easy, no-bake apricot fudge cake. Thank you very much for watching. I'll produce these basic baking recipes on a regular basis, so please subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Send me photos of your baking products as well, would be great. Hashtag Bridgette's Basics or hashtags BoxDrop Online. Thank you very much, and we'll see you all next time.